Hi guys! Happy day 15 and day 16. We're gonna do a little combo for the next 2 days so I can catch up just a little bit. Okay, so let's get started. Day 15, as you've seen, is make a list of habits or beliefs that may be holding me back. I did my favorite little thing and I talked to ChatGPT. I feel like this is kind of similar to what we were talking about Dynamic Drive, the book, in that sometimes I ask like really big questions and it's just not entirely helpful to try to eat those questions how they are. So I found this to be helpful to ask Chat to ask me this question and have kind of more of a conversation with me to draw this out instead of me just being like, I think I check my phone too much. And guess what? That's one of them. So yeah, after a conversation with Chat, I kind of whittled out some things that have been holding me back. I think this is a really good one that I'm doing off of the review from last week as well. I think this is, I didn't really think about it like this, but now we're solidly halfway through this, or I'm solidly halfway through this, and I'm just now realizing that there are things that I have been doing that I've been putting into my life that have been extremely helpful from this. And it is really convenient and easy and effective and nice to have this review process where I like look at my habits and beliefs and see like what I want to change versus just being like, ugh, this is hard, So some habits that I want to change, I wrote down 2 of them. Is one that's been holding me back is frequent phone checking. Mentioned this in my review from last week. I have been holding myself to the haven't checked my phone before noon still, and I feel like that's been extremely helpful for me. So I want to keep that going. Yes! And that kind of piggybacks off of number 2, the habit that's been holding me back is not recognizing the small steps that I have been taking. So yeah, and that's one of them is for a couple days now, I haven't been checking my phone before noon, and I found that extremely helpful. So celebrating that small win, and yes, we love that. Fantastic. Keep it going. Yes. Yes. Okay. So then some beliefs. I wrote down beliefs. She did it all, really. So some of my beliefs were 1, feeling like progress should be faster. I think this is kind of similar to I'm not very good at recognizing small steps or the small actions that I take. Something that I mentioned in the review is that small steps build momentum. So I feel like there's always this thing in my mind about this isn't going fast enough, or my timeline needs to be this, or like I need to have this thing by then, or like whatever it may be. And I find like that belief system is not very helpful for me. And it actually kind of holds me back a bit. So that's something that I want to focus on is like, why do I feel like this pressure for time? What's up with that? What's up with that? Ooh. So number 2 is questioning if my goals are realistic or right for me. Also questioning like the quality of my work. I'm gonna put this under the umbrella of number 2 being self-doubt. That beauty, Don't we all have a little bit of self-doubt? Yeah, those are 2 that I'd like to pay more attention to is like, why do I feel like I have this timeline that I'm putting on myself? And 2, where is this self-doubt coming from? Like, who's benefiting from me doubting myself? Because it's sure as heck not me, probably. So yeah, I think like just writing this down on a piece of paper has been helpful with being like, oh yeah, self-doubt is something that I've been struggling with. And yeah, I do feel like I'm putting myself on this timeline, and this timeline is awfully quick. And yeah, I do feel like I check my phone a lot, and I do feel like I don't recognize the small steps that I am taking currently to be better. So yeah, I am going to write a letter to myself tomorrow about these like limiting beliefs and habits, and how I'm ready to release them. So yeah, you can check in tomorrow. Subscribe if you want to. No one's stopping you. Thank you so much for joining. And I guess I will see you guys tomorrow. Toodles!